cause y'all know what it is.
TNN Trap News Network.
I was with Big Trapper.
I flex with you.
Warning, this video is for satire, educational, and comedy use only. It is not intended to be actual fact, nor is it intended to give real meaning to any of the questions you ponder about late night.
To say it. And saying that is I send my condolences to the family that lost their loved one. Somebody lost their dad, their uncle, their brother, son. I send my condolences, right? And I'm gonna start off with that. And of course, Wack, he always gonna put his 92 cents in everything. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he got a lot to say. You know what I mean? He's very hypocritical. You know, one day he a businessman, the next day is on power rule. And one day, you know, I've been out the streets X amount of years. Then the next day, he want to treat a square person like a street person and hold them to them standards. He just very you know, he just leave me perplexed. That's all. You know what I mean? You know, I received a Purple Heart years ago. You know, I got injured outside being in the streets, so it's nothing to highlight or you know, celebrate. You know what I mean? Oh, is Munchie B in the streets? No, but I'm in my community. I'm in the Inglewood families, and that's where I'm from. So I'm held to a certain standard, and I can't conduct myself in ways other people may do. I can't do it. I can't tell on people. I refuse to podcast and report things in a certain matter or even report on certain things. But hey, am I in the streets? Of course not. I ain't sliding on nobody, bouncing on no cars, doing nothing to nobody. And I'm not having nobody do that. No, I'm big bro in my hood, bro. I don't like the low homie people, but it's a lot of people my age bracket that's low homies in reality. But I'm gonna sum it up to I'm big bro in my community for sure. You know what I'm saying? And what people got to realize, the difference is between not wanting to go to your hood and not being welcome in your hood. And then that's not even a thin line. But you know, whoever got the louder voice, they win. So, you know, when he put these dumb messages out, y'all eat it up, y'all take it in. And if y'all squares and it sound good to y'all, y'all gonna run with it like it's the gospel, but it's BS. But I'm gonna stop and go on a piece of content with Mr. Wack 100, Cash McElroy Jones. You know what I'm saying? About on how he look at the streets and why he don't do X, Y, and Z. And all right, let's go.
Hey, every day. But he's right. I don't be in my gang community. Just the homies is calling it. Not gonna be over there in my gang community. It's nothing for me over there. Bunch of dope fiends, their business to be over there. So yeah. See, when you didn't put the work in, and the Bible, you shouldn't be here. You didn't did and done, right? You have nothing to prove. And Jefe, you gotta remember, he went to jail for selling pills, where his homies told him the first time.
All right, pause.
He never was a joint over there. He never.
How can Wack say that Young and Jefe was never a joint over there in one video, but then in another video saying that Young and Jefe is the one who made the call to get old boy DP? Both of those things can't be true at once. That's extremely counterproductive, but okay.
To say ain't nothing over there, just dope fiends. Man, look, bro. And this in everybody community, man. Them dope fiends is the homies, mamas and aunties a lot of times, bro. So who am I to disrespect them people, bro? You know what I mean? No, when the homie didn't had no food in his refrigerator, or his mama or they daddy went on their little binge and they on dope and they disappeared or whatever, man, that was at my house, bro. Or my mama gave him a plate. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not about to disrespect them. What do you mean? It's just dope fiends. Nah.
You know what's crazy? Wack's mother is a victim of those circumstances, so I'm not even sure why he's so, you know, aggressive towards the situation, so aggressive towards, you know, these comments and these statements when he know what it's like to be a baby of an addict.
We know that We know the dope fiends. We know the misfortune in people in my community. We know the mailman. We go sit in a bar. We not even getting a haircut. We go sit in a barbershop and just talk shit in my community. But like, I don't know. I don't look at my community as disparaging or nothing like that. I don't care what kind of drugs they on or what they do. All right, keep going.
Who's one of them? You hear the name and it come from the other. The 60s ain't looking to kill Aunt Jefe. Kill Aunt Jefe. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably why he wanted. That's why. Yeah, he's still trying to get his rep up at 35, 36 years old. Happens with me at a very, very young age. Very early time, right? So I'm just simply saying, okay, use a member in your community outside. He's like, what did they give you? Their business not going to be over there in my gang community. It's nothing for me over there. Bunch of dope fiends. Not going to be over there in my gang community. It's nothing for me over there. Bunch of dope fiends. I done did too much time, too much business. They going to call me. Straight up. I was wondering how this man getting the information. Your homies is calling him. No, it sounds better than them to say the feds told me. Now, how the feds know about what y'all internal workers is, I don't know. Maybe one of your homies told them too. So they like to say, whack know the information because the feds know your homies. They call
All right, pause.
And they tell me, hey,
I doubt that there's anybody calling from Young and Hefe's neighborhood. What's up, CB? To tell Whack anything. I doubt that that's the truth.
Hey, man, that's what these old people got to stop doing, right? They got to stop acting like snitching came out in a millennium like it's some new pair of Jordans. Snitching ain't nothing new. Snitching is all right, every major kingpin know you got a time restraint on being in a dope game because snitching come with it. Somebody go tell on somebody. And this been going on far before I was born. I was born in 89, bro. Snitching just ain't came out. Okay? So stop acting like you just came from this gangster era where that didn't take place, X, Y, Z, X, Y, and Z. That been a thing. Stop it, bro.
Yeah, because niggas like Eddie Boy been existing for a long time.
All right, keep going.
Hey, Wack, I'm pushing this right here. On gangs because your homies ain't gonna never be your friends. Never. Pick your homies. They already from the gang. And it might be. When I was in the hood every day,
Pause.
I didn't represent my whole gang. I was a.
All right. I don't know who he talking to, right? He said your homies will never be your friends. Granted, it's a difference between a homeboy and a friend. It's a difference. But that's a lie. Because when you in a life for so long, a lot of us joined as kids. We was from our hood since junior high. So when you get 30, 40, the only friends you really got is gangbangers.
Yeah, because in your developmental years and your prevalent years, you spent that time around people who are like-minded individuals. Y'all was all on Flu, Flammy, Skullduggery, and Larceny together. So it would make sense to you to grow up to have a bunch of gangbanger friends. That would actually make 100% sense.
That's all you have. Unless you went to other things like music, so you make friends with other rappers, maybe an engineer, or you got coworkers that turns into friends, maybe a neighbor. But from this time to that time, and you spent your life, majority of your life, being from this community. These people from your gang they grow to be your friends. My dad is in his mid-60s, bro, and he been having the same friends since the 70s, bro. 60s, 70s. So whoever that is a bozo, a square, and don't know what he's talking about. That's what I'm saying. You can't just talk to people that makes shit sound good and ain't been through nothing. And in the backtrack earlier on, he said, man, don't know 60s want to kill Young Ant. He's still trying to make a name. He ain't did nothing. Hey, look, bro. Look. Take it from me.
What's up, Randy?
Take it from me. If you around my generation, my age group, and then you enter this internet trying to put a mic in front of you, I know your caliber, period. Me and Spotty Facing have been in the same, we've been in the county jail at the same time, roaming around the county jail, wayside at the same time. I know what he about. Me and 4Xers been roaming these streets and playing ball around the same time, bro. From same generation, rival communities. Everybody know what each other do.
You know, I hate to say this, but as the more and more I watch these gang related pieces of content, at what point do we stop hanging our hats on how much activity and how much flammery and skullduggery and larceny was done in the streets? If we not finna commit says flammery, skullduggery, and larceny in the streets, we know whack is a hoe. We know whack is a hoe, but I don't think that Munchie B has to break down his entire resume or the things that he may or may not have done in his past life to validate, you know what I mean? Oh, this or that, or this is why I can speak, and it's like who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Because I was talking to Cartoon, shout out to Cartoon or Tony, but Cartoon from Avalon. And as him being in his 60s and me being in my 30s, he made a good point. Who gonna actually go outside and get cracking? Who gonna actually do something? We make these videos, and I'm even including myself. I'm not disassociating myself from this. I'll put myself right into the box. I'll take accountability first. Before I point the finger at anybody, let's point all the fingers this way. At what point do all these 1-2 steps like Sierra stop? If Aunt Jefe stayed offline, this never would have happened. That is arguably true. That is arguably true. And then just looking at it for the sake of the videos, like we know whack ain't nobody. We know the things that we've all done or haven't done or survived or went through and all that, but who cares? Because now as we speak, as it being 12:55 in Los Angeles, California, and it's a Monday, I'm at home making YouTube videos, about to go pick up my kids from school so we can go to football practice. Y'all are at work or doing whatever y'all doing, consuming my YouTube content while you finna go do whatever you do. Like this whole back and forth of like, oh, I'm the toughest because I did this in jail. We all been in jail. We all had jail fights. We all got stabbed in jail. We all did okay, who cares? Who cares, bro? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? And this new attitude is a direct result of me talking to Cartoon. So blame Cartoon.
Everybody know. I don't know what you talking about. J Hood entered the internet. I know his resume. My little homie is good with him. He cordial with my homies. And I know people who jail, I know what's.
And this ain't to take away from nothing that Munchie B is saying. I'm just saying when it comes to these things, like, well, I know his resume. He did this in the streets. He did that in the streets. This is why it doesn't matter. Because if there are 10 people watching this video, it's 10 people who never been to jail. It's the 11th person that been to jail. That's what I've learned in life. Life is a big old beach. Game banging is a grain of sand. When you remove that one grain of sand from the beach that is life, nobody notices. If you took one grain of sand and took it off the beach and put it in your pocket, wouldn't nobody know that grain of sand was missing but you?
Going on. He younger than me though, but everybody that entered this, Odium Slim. Odium Slim, I know his resume. Everybody know how they get down around here, bro. Everybody know that entered this internet. If you really like that, I'ma know. What's this dude? Cash McElroy Jones don't know nothing. Who else podcast that?
Now, that is true. Cash McElroy Jones is a know nothing. Now, I don't want to take away from any of the points that Munchie B's making about Officer Cash McElroy Jones, because he is, in fact, a flammer, a skulldugger, and larceny. And don't let my recent pieces of maturity, because I've been talking to Cartoon, distract you from the point that Wack is, in fact, a flammer. So let's not take away from the
introduce. Man, come on, bro. Young gang. And I ain't gonna put no whatever he is, man. He's a father and a good man. He up against something right now, so I'm not gonna give his repertoire or whatever. But come on, man, stop playing with grown folks, bro. You don't know what's what, fool. But all right, keep going.
Click had a click of 12. It was Paru, then it was Baby Gangster, then it was PP2. Get in his cars, don't go to his house, don't ask you about nothing for nothing. He ain't with you. He'll tell you that. Hell, I don't know. Man, I'm saying, now you want to holler at me, we're a little different. We be hollering at the homie. Nothing. You see what happened when Pooh Bear got into it with the homie. Wax a sex tripper. He's a click tripper. I'm back. I ain't going to even deny it. So I don't give about the whole hood anyway. How I'm going to represent a home, represent that homie?
All right, pause.
I can't.
Well, Wack did say in a recent video that his whole hood was snitches, and that was crazy. So let's see where this goes.
All right. That's a wrap with that. I just played that because I found it interesting. And then he said he's a set tripper. Now, let me break something down to you, right?
Now, Wack's not a set tripper. Let's just not go crazy here. That nigga's not a set tripper.
Set tripper.
I appreciate the dollar from Aiden Phillips. I appreciate the dollar from Double R Dudes. Appreciate y'all. $2, excuse me.
Wack is from a small gang in Pacoima, bro. A small Paru set. Now, set tripping. All right. Set tripping by definition. I'm from Inglewood family. You got 7-7, 8-0, 9 deuce, 9-4. If I'm set tripping on other streets. I'm set tripping on the 9-4s, the 8-0s, the 7-7s. That's a set tripper. From what I know, there is no subsets in the 2Ps, bro. For one, right? Okay. You said first
is that what a set tripper is? Well, he's a gang member, so I'm gonna let him do it. But I thought set tripping was just like when you was just pretty much gang banged out all the way, and you pretty much just set tripping on anything. The way that I was always kind of explained to me was set tripping is, nigga, I'm on everything. I could be on the homies, I could be on the enemies. I'm just full blown tripping on any and everything. I guess that's kind of what he's saying.
Paru.
If there are any active gang members in the chats, you guys let me know.
My clique, then in the hood. Hey, look, bro. That's how you know you was forced into just being a part of something because your dad was on Brack, your mama was on Brack, and she had mental health issues going.
Your dad was on Brack and your mom was on Brack. Goodness gracious. Not crack, but Brack. That is barnacles.
And you stayed with your homies for a short time and you looked at them as family at one point until you turned on them. Period, bro. Because you never was really cut out for the gang banging. You not that. Because your heart was never there.
Because you're not a set tripper.
Come on, bro. You can just knock it off. Knock it off. Come on, man. And stop making up excuses why you don't go to your community, bro. Stop lying. You're fucking lying. You're not welcome.
Welcomed. Welcome was the word you were looking for. Don't worry about it. Words of heart. Welcome was the word. Don't worry about it.
However, like I said in the beginning,
I thought set tripping was like going. Well, no, because even sometimes niggas be set tripping against their own homies. So I thought it was just tripping. Like, you know what? Let me see something real quick. Hold on. I'm about to hit somebody. I know who I could hit real quick. If you're not doing nothing, come into my YouTube live. I got a question.
Free Young and Jefe, right? You innocent to proven guilty.
For sure.
Even though that we don't know that's not really how that goes. You really guilty until you proven innocent. But hey, sure. He's innocent until the judge say otherwise, right? Now, Wack 100 reacted to Alex Alonso discussing the
all right, man. So we gonna say and kick it, chat. Y'all saying enjoy this, but y'all know, man. Red dots to the left. You know the rest. Bow. We up out of here. Chat. Y'all saying kick it.
Hi, I'm Wack 100. When I'm not snitching on the internet, I'm snitching in real life for your own personal home security. Call 1-800-WACK-ATTACK. We're first, law enforcement second. Hey, I'm Adam22. Got an extra soul laying around? Be like Doughboy and Wack 100 and sell yours today. One soul equals a lot of clout.
Network, I'm glad that you enjoyed that content. We heard the cries, we heard the complaints. Now we don't got no intro, but we do got an outro with the same information, man. Make sure that you are tapped in. Make sure you dropping comments. Make sure you dropping likes. Make sure you subscribing to everything we have going on here at TNN Trap News Network, because we will be giving away some more Chiliana once we hit that 40,000 membership, 40,000 subscriber, threshold. We're gonna make sure that we give y'all some Chiliana, man. So make sure that y'all stay tapped in. Make sure y'all stay looking out. Make sure y'all stay right here at TNN Trap News Network. The news you can use, the knowledge you're not finna get in nobody's college. Hit a like, hit a comment, hit a good subscribe button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. We're gonna keep you updated on what's going on these YouTube streets. You already know the deal, man. If you enjoyed this content, throw the red dot to the left. You know the rest. We gone.
Hi, I'm Whack 100. When I'm not snitching on the internet, I'm snitching in real life for your own personal home security. Call 1-800-WACK-ATTACK. We're first, law enforcement second. Hey, I'm Adam22. Got an extra soul laying around? Be like Doughboy and Whack 100 and sell yours today. One soul equals a lot of clout.
When it's dangerous, you can't come outside when it's dangerous. Work all in the floorboard. Tell the ops, check the scoreboard. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. And if you shoot, you ain't miss. A nigga ball like game 6. A nigga ball like game 6.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Mix it with the bullshit, you can save it. Water like us niggas up in game 6.
Game 60 bands on my neck when I got it on me. And I remember I was broke, I never let them hold me. Final seconds with my back against the wall. 81 points strong with this K, I call it Kobe. Wow. Running through this lettuce, nothing you can tell us. Gotta watch my back, I know that they get jealous. Real shit, I got rich, ain't gotta embellish. Real life made men, they call us good fellas. And I ain't got anxiety, I know it's intuition. May never love a bitch, but I for sure play my position. I know the streets talking, I'm cracking, so I ain't tripping. I said I play for keeps, but I guess them niggas ain't listening. Sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Nah, you can't come outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Mix it with the bullshit, you can save it. Water like us niggas up in game 6.
I've been winning, tell my ops check the scoreboard. Money in the attic, work all in the floorboard. Late night, that's the life that we pray for. Overtime with the pack is what we in the game for. Put myself in the game and everything is just a memory. Made a couple plays for the pain, not an enemy. Gotta watch my friends more, I gotta watch the enemies. Frank is hella fake, I know what enemies intention. I let it go until it click if I'm aiming. Started staying safe and ended up staying dangerous. Game on the line, see the pressure I can take. Hall of Fame shit, so if it's mine, I'ma take. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Mix it with the bullshit, you can save it. Water like us niggas up in game 6. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Mix it with the bullshit, you can save it. Water like us niggas up in game 6.
Safe like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas always inside when it's dangerous. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous.